everyone, it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints, and today we are going to be making these fun little page pocket inserts. And this is just a little insert that you can put inside your journal, and it's got all these fun little pockets and this little ephemera that goes with it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I wanted to give you a look at how this prints out. Most of these print on cardstock, and they just print, one-sided, so the back will be white. But there's a couple pieces that are different. First of all, this one with the notebook, the mini notebook papers, it prints on paper, and it doesn't have anything on the back. And you can print as many of these as you want, so you can have as many notebook pages as you want. And then this one, the instructions say to print on cardstock and then print the printable paper design on the back. So I went ahead and did that. So just so you know, this one prints on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out, and then we'll get this put together. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out all of the pieces, and I also inked some of the edges using distress ink. I just went around the edges. And then for some of the pieces, I rounded the corners, and you don't have to do any of this. You don't have to ink the edges around the corners, but I just kind of like the way it looked, so I used my corner rounding punch for that. And now I'm going to go ahead and just put this together. So we have panel A, panel B, and panel C. And the first thing we want to do is take panel B and flip it over, and this is where panel C is going to go. And if you want, you can just glue the top, side, and bottom, and that will make a little pocket over here, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. There we go. And if you've got, a little bit of white showing, glue there, you can ink around the edges to hide that, or you can trim it off if you need to. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and take panel B and attach it here to panel A. And you can kind of see I've got the shape of the pocket lined out here, so you know where to put it. And just so you know, I went ahead and folded these ahead of time. So this one folds in half, but this one actually folds along this line right here. I just wanted to point that out so that you don't miss that and accidentally try to fold this piece in half. And again, we're gonna go just along the top, side, and bottom to leave a pocket. And you wanna make sure that it's right in the crook of this fold. And if you have white showing, again, just inking along those edges will help hide that a little bit. Okay, it's already coming together. And now we can go ahead and add some more pockets. So the panel B pockets go here, and they're shaped like this. And you can kind of put them on however looks best to you. You can stagger them if you want to. I think I'll do that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and round my corners on this one since it'll be showing along the bottom. Just like that. And you'll wanna make sure there's enough room that you can fold without it getting caught on the pocket. And again, we'll just glue the sides and the bottom. And you want to stay as close to the edge as you can so that there's room in the pocket. And now we're going to flip this over, and we're going to attach our chevron pockets. And where's my other one? There it is. And then these will go here just like this. And you can see again that I rounded this corner, so I'm going to, I think, go ahead and just round the corners on these, on both of them. I think that'll look nice. And actually, I'm just gonna do it on this small one because we won't actually see this one. And you wanna be careful too, because if you put it over the top of this one and you align it at the bottom, you will see these corners. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit so it's a little bit higher. And hopefully that'll kind of hide that. And finally, we'll attach the panel A pocket, which is this one. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and just round my corners. Okay. And if you want, you can add pockets to the front and back panels. When you do this, you might want to consider how you're going to put this into your junk journal. There's a couple ways you can do it. One is to go ahead and just sew it in like a signature, you know, just add it to your pages and sew it into your journal. If I can grab one. Oops. My journal's a little crooked here, but there we go. So you could sew it in, or you could just glue one of the panels onto your page and just have it be there like that. You could glue it on either side. So you might want to decide what you're going to do before you add pockets. I'm going to go ahead and just add both the pockets so you can kind of see what they're supposed to look like. And again, this won't actually like close super perfectly flat because it's really not meant to do that. It's not really a standalone piece, but you could, you know, you could force it down and make it a standalone piece if you want to. There's always that option, but it's going to get kind of thick once we add all our pockets and ephemera, so it's meant to be more something that goes inside your journal. And you'll have to forgive me, I'm chewing gum because I just got over COVID and my throat is a little raw and I was worried I wouldn't be able to talk without coughing. So I'm chewing some gum. And you could also sew these pieces if you want to add just some stitching around the edges and things to make it more decorative. Okay, so it's coming together and we're going to go ahead and work on the ephemera for a minute. So I did cut out a lot of the ephemera that comes with this kit. It comes with some of these tabs, which I cut out and then I inked around the edges. And then it also comes with some journal words and then some ephemera pieces. And like this one, most of these print so that you can fold them in half, and so they'll have a front and a back. This one I actually made just into an open card. And then I wanted to show you just so you can see how it's done. So this is how it comes. And what you can do for these front and back pieces is just fold them in half. And then go ahead and cut the edges of this off. Make sure it looks right on both sides. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges. Okay, and then I'm going to just go ahead and glue this shut. And the same for all the rest of the pieces. They can just be folded in half, and if you need to cut parts off you can, and then ink them and then glue them closed. Okay, and once you've got your ephemera pieces, we can move those out of the way for a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and grab these notebook pieces. And the instructions said to print these on paper, which I did. And then they come with this little topper that you just fold in half, and it goes on top. And you can secure it either with like a brad or a eyelet or a stapler. There we go, and now you've got a little notepad. Ooh, Toby's growling at something. Come here, Toby. And if you want to make it a little more stable, you could add like a piece of cardstock to the back, and that would make it a little more, you know, firm. Okay, So now we can just go ahead and fill our pockets and decorate our pieces. Okay, so I think we're finished. We've got all of our little ephemera pieces and our little decorations. And I found a place for most of my tabs. This little guy didn't find a home yet, but I'm sure he will later. And this is just a fun little addition to your journal. All right, everyone, thanks for watching.